It's no secret that I am the lead minister at the Church of Joshua Patrick Allen. And really, who could blame me? I mean, look at him. He looks like the love child of Simba and Jesus. He's also pretty bloody good at football, though, too, isn't he? Which is how he won League MVP for the first time in 2024, even though he probably should have won it before. But that's neither here nor there, and Ravens fans haven't stopped bitching about it since January. If you followed me for any amount of time, you know that Josh is my favorite player in the league, so it was only a matter of time before we got this video, which is the best throws by Josh Allen in 2024. So sit back and enjoy this episode of Watch the Tape. This is Josh's first touchdown pass of 2024, and it's nothing crazy, but it is a nice anticipatory throw. We're going to see Matt Collins come across on a slant, and as soon as Josh sees that Budda Baker doesn't have that leverage to the left shoulder, Josh is going to put the ball in front of Mac, and then bam, touchdown for the Bills. First one of the season for Josh. There's an endless number of plays that you could put into the vintage Josh Allen plays highlight reel, and this play would probably be in it. Josh scrambling around against a team that he's owned throughout the entirety of his career, the Miami Dolphins. And it's also a really good play by Ty Johnson getting behind the defense and getting Josh, an outlet to throw the ball to. And we see here Josh scrambling. Ty Johnson sees that, gets behind the secondary, and Josh puts it on a rope to Ty Johnson, sets Buffalo up at the 1, and eventually leads to points. Maybe the reason why I love watching Josh so much is because I grew up a Steelers fan, and obviously Ben Roethlisberger was the king of the no-no-yes play. This is the ultimate no-no-yes play. Oh, going to run into the back of my offensive lineman. Nope, going to get away. Scramble to the right. Now look at the back of the end zone there. You're going to see Dalton Kincaid running across. Josh sees him, puts it on the money. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now here we're going to see Josh. He's going to make a throw. A little bit of pressure coming at him. James Cook does a nice job of picking up this blitz, but still, a little bit of pressure gets home. Hand in the face. Doesn't flinch. Flings the ball across the field to Keon Coleman perfectly in stride for another touchdown. This is such a good play design by Joe Brady. You're going to see Dalton Kincaid come in motion, run that out. That backside defender is going to pick him up, but nobody is there to pick up the wheel route from Ty Johnson, and Josh hits him. We're going to look at this from another angle, too. Again, Josh takes a snap. Nobody's going to take Dalton Kincaid, and then Josh sees that, flings it over a defender to Ty Johnson on the wheel route for a touchdown. It can't be overstated just how stupidly insane this throw is. You're going to see a lot of the pre-snap stuff here. Bill's moving around a lot. But, the real magic happens when the play breaks down. Josh is running all over the place, gets to within, a foot of the sideline. And you're going to see Khalil Shakir, spring open downfield, wide open. Josh sees it. And right before he gets knocked out of bounds, he's going to fling one of the throws of the year to Khalil Shakir. And here you see him running, nobody there. As he gets closer to the sideline, you're going to see Khalil Shakir spring open, and Josh sees it at the last second, and just a rifle on the run, perfectly on the money. And there's very few guys in the world that can make that throw, but Josh is one of them. And it was a throw so nice, he did it twice. You're going to see it again here, Josh. And look, he's patient in the pocket. He's waiting for things to come open. But as the pocket collapses, he's able to get out of there as good as anybody in the NFL, extend the play, and again, get closer to the sideline, time running out. Oh, there's a man, fling it across his body, across the field, and then a bam, huge completion for the Bills. And again, more of that escapability put on display here. And Josh is going to get the snap. Play's going to break down. I don't know how he's going to get out of this sack, by the way, because multiple Jets are going to have an opportunity to get him. And he just ducks under it, sneaks past the entire defensive line. Tight end's going to see it, and then it becomes a race for the pylon. Josh fires at that front left pylon. Tight end wins the race. Touchdown. So this is going to be a good example of just a really good drop in the bucket pass, which we're going to see a few of, but also a really nice read by Josh, too, because we're going to see the safety Cam Curl creep a little bit too far over to the right. Josh is going to see that, and his first read is that far side receiver. He gets off, press coverage. Josh sees that beautiful drop in the bucket, knowing that there's no backside help. Again, really great play design here. We're going to see 3 receivers to the right. We're going to see Curtis Samuel, the closest receiver to the line of scrimmage. He's going to run a post. Khalil Shakir is going to run an option route, but both safeties are going to be taken to that left side. Amari Cooper is going to run a double move at the bottom, and Josh is going to see that and put it right on the money over the shoulder for a big catch. And again, this is just another example of my guy's better than your guy. Josh is going to see, all right, no safeties to that left side. Amari Cooper is going to run just a go route, and his job is just to win. And he does. Josh sees that. All right, I'm going to throw it out 50-50 ball. Lead Amari Cooper, who has a step, and he makes the catch. Again, another drop in the bucket throw from Josh there. Josh does have a lot of Brett Favre to his game, and this play really emulates that. You know, play action near the goal line. Dolphins are going to start crashing in. Nobody there, nobody there. All right, I see Quentin Morris. All right, we'll try it. Oh, and he makes the catch. Few quarterbacks would even try that. All right, so Amari Cooper's first game as a Bill against Tennessee is going to be one-on-one coverage at the bottom of the screen. That left side safety is going to creep over as well and help. Amari's going to get a nice little break off the route. Josh is going to see, kind of running parallel with the corner, just put it back shoulder, and bang. Nice throw and catch. There's a reason that Joe Brady got a lot of head coaching interest this past offseason. It's because of plays like this, the little orbit clear out from Khalil Shakir, and that's going to allow Ty Johnson to run through the offensive line on a little wheel, and a beautiful throw over the defender, right on the money. Big yards. You want to talk about plays that blow your mind? This is a play when I saw it live, I stood up from my seat, and I was like, what did I just watch? We're going to see, again, escapability, by the way. He's going to see, Josh's going to step up. Oh, nothing there. Take a step back. All right, keep the eyes downfield, run left. And then watch this throw, man. Just side arm angle between a window of two defenders. James Cook springing open. Like, how many guys in the league can do that? Not very many, man. He's so special. All right, to cap off the trifecta of great throws by Allen before he gets knocked out of bounds or, towards the sideline. This one against Detroit, again, running towards the sideline, keeping the eyes downfield. Gets a little bit of extra time there, so he plants his feet, steps up, flings one for a Keon Coleman, who has his hands in the air, leads him past the remaining parts of the secondary, and then Coleman makes the catch and fights for extra yards. Again, this is one of those plays where if you're the Bills, you just say, we have Josh Allen, you don't. Good luck. You get everything with this throw. You get stakes. It's fourth down of a playoff game. Bills trying to really put an exclamation point on their day and take a lead that the Broncos won't be able to overcome. We're going to see Ty Johnson go in motion. Look, it's good protection from the Bills, but it's also good coverage from the Broncos. And so Allen going to extend the play, run right, find a new place to plant. Keep looking and just see Ty Johnson spring open. And look, it's not a big window, but it's enough for Allen to fit it in there for a touchdown. And it's plays like this, man, where, you see all the constant heartbreak that comes for the Bills in the playoffs, but when you have a quarterback that can make this throw, it's why so many people believe that they are eventually going to get over the hump and get to the Super Bowl. Again, Allen, pressure coming, sees Mac Hollins one-on-one downfield, beautiful throw, great catch, touchdown. Pound for pound, Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL today. I understand that he doesn't have the Super Bowl hardware of Patrick Mahomes. And if you want to say that Patrick Mahomes is still the best quarterback in football, I'm not going to argue with you too much. But over the last couple of years, I think Allen has been the definitively better player on the field. The controlled chaos, the reckless brilliance that we see on the field every week is something that we haven't seen to this level in NFL history before, which is why me, along with several others, believe that he is going to get over the hump and raise a Lombardi and bring a parade to Western New York. And that is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing as well as liking the video and turning on notifications so you know when other videos like this go up on the channel.